Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is the offline. Today guys, we're gonna talk about items that are not fired that need a buff. Not gonna talk about feasible, which they don't even need the buff anyway, but we're gonna talk about items that are not fired that need a buff. Come to us, they do need a buff. Like laying down that fire is so rare, and then you get one, oh my gosh, laying down that fire, and then cannot use it. We'll never be able to use this. Yeah, please buff them. Also, though, Kamtas has been buffing unit, and some of them have become really good. Don't want to mention anything, but yeah, here you go. So let's start with it. We can look into the skills and talk about why they're bad and maybe suggest some of the some buffs. I haven't got anything in mind, but maybe while I'm reading maybe I can come up with something. But do let me know in the comment below what buff you would give to this specific unit. I'm not gonna mention unit like Isis because yeah, she can't be used all the time, but if you can use her, she's actually really good. Enemy don't have immunity, she's gonna be really annoying, and we've seen SWC, she's been used I think one time only, but the opponent couldn't do anything. Oblivion and silence for 2 turns. They died. They lost. That's it. So let's start with it. I don't have a particular rank. They're not ranked. I'm just gonna mention them, and yeah. So we're gonna go in order. Zeraf, I don't want to mention Zeraf because he's actually pretty good for cleave. If you get to cleave somebody, it's going to do a lot of damage, and he's also really tanky. He also heals, and so it's not that bad. It's not amazing, it's not top tier, but if you cleave it, it's good. Now you could tell that Eludia is good for cleaving as well, as she has the AoE strip. Well, she transformed the buffs into defense break. The only problem with Eludia is she's super squishy. Also, well, you might say she's a damage dealer as well, but she has a 94 base speed. That's a really big problem if you're trying to cleave somebody, unless you're gonna go slow cleave, but in that case she's super squishy, so you're gonna lose Eludia anyway. So you can't go slow cleave with Eludia. You can go fast cleave, but yeah, you need a really good setup, really good, really fast runes. That's the point. I feel like this should improve the Ludia base speed. To be broken, I don't think so, because she would be still squishy, and also she's a Ladandana 5, so she should be good. So Ludia is the first one I want to mention. Which one is the next one? Let me read. Oh yeah. We have this guy, Pontos. He has the leader skill, but look how this works. Remove all harmful effect on all allies, so it cleanse and grants immunity for invincibility for 1 turn. Increases immunity effect up to 3 turns, proportional to the number. So you need to, well, you have to hope. First of all, you can't go with Pontos first turn, otherwise it's gonna give 1 turn immunity. Triana gives 1 turn immunity, and she heals, and she also protects your unit. I don't consider 1 turn immunity monster. So you need to hope that the opponent is gonna put a lot of harmful effect on your unit first. Second, if Pontos gets silenced, he won't be able to use this anyway. He can get reset, he can get slapped. Like, how does this unit work? Is it turn to a monster, and also even if you put high resistance, like monster like Arthur has high accuracy, so even if you put high resistance, it might get slapped, it might get well, Ganymede doesn't even need accuracy, so you can reset him. I don't understand how this unit works. Belajul, Vusa, normal NAT 5 are much better than him. Probably Fran is better than him. Again, 2 turn immunity, so if the other unit on your team proc, you don't have immunity anymore. So for me, immunity monster is a monster that has 3 turn immunity, but as stuff, like, it should be 3 turn immunity. Like, the buff for him should be, he gives invincibility for 1 turn to everybody and 3 turn immunity. That's it. It's not like he cleanses as well. It would be like Valajul but with invincibility for one turn, which wouldn't be broken in my opinion. He has the silence here, but again, like his base stats are really good though. His base stats are really good. Base HP high, base defense is pretty high, base speed is average. But yeah, the skill, yeah, speed lead as well, which is good. But I feel like this should be free turn immunity, not if cleanse. Like, please, come on, it's a Aladdin Darnat 5. It can't be worse than Belajul and Bursai. It's Aladdin Darnat 5. So yeah, Pontus is the other one. This guy is pretty much, it's kind of garbage. I've seen one of my ex-guildies using him in Siege Offense with Bastat for the leader skill. But yeah, that's only like how do you use this guy. He heal. So let's read the skill. Well, skill 1 obviously is gonna strip. Get knowledge based on the number of beneficial effect when you or an enemy is granted beneficial effect. If an ally is attacked by an enemy, uses one of your knowledge to heal the ally by 35% of the damage received. If you have 5 knowledge, the ally will be healed by 70% of the damage dealt. Yeah, he's a healer, but like, it's a weird one. It's a really weird one. I don't see any usage for Gadnir. I don't know how I would buff him, what buff I would give him, but he definitely needs a buff. I don't see anybody using him besides my guildie for the leader skill. That's the only reason why he was using him. It wasn't because he heals or anything, it's just for the leader skill. I feel like Gadnir really needs a buff. Yeah, it really do. It really does, sorry. Nigon. It's a borderline, I feel. Nigon can be used-ish. Although there's so many strippers in the game that even if he puts these, Achivo is gonna just strip everything. Yes, it revives. It revives dead allies and casts soul protection upon all allies that are alive for free turn. So it revives whoever died and then casts soul protection to everybody else. But yeah, the strip is kinda easy. The cooldown is 6 turns, it's not low, it's not too high. So Nigon I feel like is borderline, but I would say a little, I don't know, even skill 3 should maybe be a passive. Maybe be a passive like Vanessa. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if he needs a buff, I'm just suggesting it. His base HP is so high though, wow. But yeah, if you compare Nigon to Vunsa, his brother, like, there's no comparison. Vunsa is so much better. It's different monster, but like, Vunsa is a beast. Nigon, borderline, needs a buff. Who else? We went through the light and dark. I don't think any other light monster, sorry, through the light, not 5. I don't think any other monster really need a buff. So I can go to the dark ones. I have a few one, and yeah, Grogan. Attacks enemy with the power of darkness. Is a skill there, 100%. Yeah, like, it's really hard to use Grogan. I talked to a couple of Grogan owner, and he's like, yeah, Zeraf, he heals. I'm pretty sure he cleanses. Giraffe is a HP type monster that does a lot of damage. I heard that this guy doesn't do too much damage. Also, he's not an HP type monster, so he's not that tanky. So he's gonna die pretty quickly. Jara is another monster that really needs a buff. I don't understand Jara. It's 94 base speed. Yes. Branding effect. And then if she kills somebody, they cannot be revived. So anti-reviver, but like, base speed is so low, base defense is so low, the Jara is gonna be one hit. If you build some damage dealer, if you build a damage dealer really well, Jara is gonna die. A Laika, just think about Laika, it's just a good Laika with a justice. That's it, Jara is gone. Like, I don't know, the passive is kinda cool for anti-reviver. I'm thinking RTA, I don't think Jara can be used. Even for the other stuff, I don't know, the base attack is pretty good, base HP is just average. Base defense is so bad, and the speed as well, it's a Aladdin Darnat 5. Maybe buff the base stats, I don't know how I could use Jara when there's so many normal NAT 5, like normal element NAT 5 are much better than Jara. So come to us, yet another one, yet another one. So we probably mentioned all of them because the dark NAT 5s are, all of them are pretty good. Well, definitely usable. Definitely usable. I feel like the dark NAT 5 are better than the light NAT 5. Cadiz is probably not the best for RTA, but it's pretty good for, really good for dungeon. Gianna, OP unit, Ragdoll. Fermion might need a little buff, but I don't think so. It's pretty good for what it is good for. Like for siege diff, well, it's not amazing, but it does its job for siege defense. I feel like they could give him a little buff, but yeah, Wallion got buffed. She's pretty good as an attack bar booster. She's pretty good for that. Leader skill 28. I guess they could give 33. Light and Dark again. Mananananan is another monster that is borderline. It has a lot of damage, but with this passive it cannot kill anything. Like it can kill one monster. Everything else gets 30% of the damage dealt to that monster, but if they're gonna be left with 1 HP. He's not gonna kill with the passive. He's not gonna kill with the passive. So I don't know about that. It does a lot of damage though, so it probably is good, but it won't kill. Like it can kill one, but it can't kill the other ones. I feel like every other one. Nyx is niche, but it works. Alexandra has seen her being used by some streamers as well. I feel like every other monster are pretty fine actually. Maybe Trinity, but she has this and she has this. So Trinity might be needing a buff. I don't think so, because the leader skill and this make up for it. So obviously you can't use Trinity normally. You need to use that for a cleave. If you're cleaving Trinity with the leader skill and the AoE, like she's really good. She's really good. She's really good. So she has her uses, and also she's pretty tanky, so you can use her properly. So guys, this is my list. Like overall, who I think needs most buff is like Pontus is really needing a buff. He's worse than Balajul and Busa, who are like normal element NAT 5s. Gelnir, oh my gosh, Gelnir. The two Phoenixes are pretty bad as well. And Grogan is not amazing either, and Nigong, I personally think Nigong is actually pretty useless. I've never seen Nigong being used in RTA, nor like in high level siege defense or arena defense, or I've never seen Nigong being used at all. Han got buffed, and Han now is actually pretty good. So yeah guys, this is my list. I'm not mentioning the Street Fighter units because we don't have too much like data on them. I didn't see too much of them, so I don't know if they need a buff. Definitely the Ryus don't. Bison, I feel like the dark one is pretty good. The light one, I'm not sure about it, but let me know in the comment below as well. Guys, this is the end of the video. Let me know if you think other light and dark NAT 5 really need a buff, and how would you buff them, or how would you buff the monster I mentioned. And if you have any of these monsters, I'm sorry. Dark Panda is not the best, but he is usable. It really is usable. So sometimes I think about people that have Gian and Bunsa and Ragdoll and so on, and Peter. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have had one of them. But then I think like about people that have Jara and yeah, Illudia Pontus. Like I'm like, okay, I take the Dark Panda. Guys, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to help me grow the channel, and if you want to see more content like this. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care, stay safe guys.